Welcome back, Cardinals fans, to the Be Well Clubhouse. Today we really hope to talk through how baseball is a form of self-care.
You know, I think sometimes sports fans get a bad rap when they're overly or super passionate about their team. It can be seen as frivolous, a waste of energy, especially at a time like this when there's so many things out there in the world that can and should deserve our serious and 100% of our attention.
And in our Be Well community, the way that we talk about this is finding ways to set our glass down. So throughout the week, we work a ton. We all have loved ones, pets, families, kiddos that we're also living for and with. So baseball is actually one of those ways that we would encourage folks to build into your own self-care plan. Baseball is a way that you come together, you can cheer, you connect together as human beings, you're cheering on your home team. If you get to come out to Hammons Field, you're in an environment that truly feels like you're stepping back into history in a smaller venue that just feels like home and all things nostalgia, as we've talked about previously.
And you know, we're in a situation where right now this outlet for self-care and setting your glass down isn't available to us. Hopefully here in coming months, sports will return to that. So when it does, Shelley, is it okay to reinvest and put your whole heart and be as crazy passionate, even though this year has been a really hard one in a lot of ways for a lot of people?
For sure, everything in moderation, and of course if like following baseball or any sport for that matter interferes with your ability to function at work or within your family, that's maybe a concern. But I've always been a firm believer that sports is a very healthy outlet for setting your glass down, taking care of yourselves, building resilience. So we need to, if we go back to that setting the glass down and why, what our brain needs, if we bring the brain science back in, is we have to find the ways that our brains take a break and that we tap that dopamine production. So anything that we want to achieve is a result of our brains experiencing hope and then that subsequent dopamine production. Baseball does that. Even in the moments that we're mad that our teams are losing, you're still doing that in connection with others.
And from listening to a lot of Be Well community over the last few months, it also creates connection, which we know is that second thing that our brains need. So just by having that communal experience, you know, all Cardinals fans at the same time are watching their team win or lose, and then you can go online or with whoever you're with, or text your best friend and create that connection over something that you both find joy and satisfaction.
And if you are coming out to the field, you're out in nature. The sun is beautiful. The breeze is blowing. I mean, I think immediately it brings in our sensory experiences again of the smells of the field, right? Of the ballpark, the taste of the ballpark, the sounds of the ballpark, right? We're just you can't help but feel that right here. And we've talked about nostalgia before. So this is also an opportunity when you walk into the stadium, all of the memories of loved ones and loved experiences come back to you pretty quickly. That's all self-care. That's all taking care of our brains in the way that's going to help us function through whatever comes next. Right now it's the COVID pandemic, social unrest, racial injustice, and there will always be that next thing. So finding self-care strategies that are healthy and benefit the brain are just key. And baseball is clearly one of those things for us.
So in takeaway, it's okay when baseball comes back for me to get really into it and
I feel like I'm really getting pulled into a direction here.
All right, so this is Shelley and Matt saying it's okay to be excited that sports are a positive outlet when you use them productively and a great way to connect. So until next time, thank you and be well.
Be well.